Welcome back to the Dutch and Denver podcast. Woo! It's been a while. Uh I took some time off. I mean, took a little vacation, took a break from the podcast, did a little streaming here and there, but frankly, I was just burned out, didn't give a shit, and I was busy. I had a lot going on. We might get into some of that, but I was busy. But I'm back. And I'll be back. I'm recharged. I'm ready to go. We're gonna tackle this thing now, and we'll continue with the weekly, twice a week kind of podcast stuff. Still gaming. Might game after this. We'll see. You guys won't hear it, but I don't even know. Again, I was burnt out with all the bullshit, and we're still gonna talk about the bullshit. I'm just not. I'm recharged. I'm ready to go with it to an extent. Let's see. Oh, hey. Happy Mother's Day, everyone. Unless you're on the left. And then fuck you. Um just when you just when you think they can't ruin anything else, the folks on the left managed to ruin fucking Mother's Day. I can't do it anymore. This is why I got burned out. And then, but now, like I said, now I'm recharged and ready to go. But it's stupid fucking shit like this. So, let's see. For instance, this morning I was having mimosas scrolling through Twitter, and some person posts this thing that's got, I don't know, like 6 hand-drawn pictures of flowers and descriptions under all of them. Most of them I was good with. It's like, to all the moms who gave birth, to all the moms who adopted, to all the grandmas, or to all the moms who are in heaven. And then one of them was like, to all the moms who chose not to be moms. Fucking what? No, man, I'm sorry. If you. And I know what they were going here for. And it was, it's like my body, my choice. And I chose not to be a mother. Well, guess what? Mother Day is not fucking for you, dipshit. I feel like, hey, man, I chose to be a dad. Where's my. Yeah, that's Father's Day. Uh. And it's little things like that, and then people are trying to like, yeah, I chose not to be a mother, but I still celebrate. Fine, celebrate your mom. You're not a mother, though. If you choose not to be, you're literally by definition not. And they just, because I mean, I love my mom. She's great. I talked to her on Mother's Day, and yeah, she's an actual mom though. Like, she gave birth to me and raised me. And I understand some mothers are adoptive parents, which is fine too. Any way you slice it, blah, blah, blah. But there's two things when you're not a mom. If you chose not to be a mom, you don't get to celebrate Mother's Day. I'm sorry. Um, Also, yeah, this was the other dumb fucking thing I saw today. Your quote, fur babies? Nope, you don't get to celebrate Mother's Day either. I'm sorry, you're just a pet owner. I gotta love my dog and stuff, but I don't celebrate Father's Day because I have a dog. So no, and all these people are like, well, I'm not a mother, but here's no, I'm sorry, you're out. It's like the people that get Veterans Day and what's the other way? Like Labor Day, Veterans Day, all that crap mixed up. Okay? Or Memorial Day. Yeah, that okay. So Memorial Day, you don't thank veterans. I'm sorry. Memorial Day is for dead veterans, not for the ones still alive. And you're kind of tainting it by lumping it in with Veterans Day. Now, Veterans Day is for veterans who are still alive. And every day should be Veterans or Memorial Day, but it just so happens that we have those days set aside for that. But quit lumping shit together. And again, if you're a dog mom, it's not Mother's Day for you. I'm sorry. And if you chose not to have children, you don't celebrate Mother's Day. Shut the fuck up. Other than that, yeah, it's Mother's Day. if you have kids, or if you have kids, it's Mother's Day. Or if you have a mother, it's Mother's Day. Honor her. But I'm over here like, well, I chose not to be a mother. No, I didn't. I was a fucking dude and not a mother. So then it gets even better. Because the liberals have decided that they can't fuck it up enough with that crazy shit. They thought they would go one further. And let me find the exact wording, because it's pretty goddamn stupid. This is Happy Birthing People's Day. I know. Just let that sink in. Happy Birthing People's Day. Since when did the term mother, mom, mommy, mama, any of that become offensive? Now I know well, Dutch is not offensive, it's exclusionary. Of course it's fucking exclusionary, god damn it. There's a certain amount of parameters that the term mom is like doctor. Doctor's exclusionary. They went to a lot of school and they have what's called a doctorate. That's why we call them doctor. Mom may have not, she might have gone to school, but that's not why we call her mom. She had children. And yes, I say she, because men can't have children. I don't fucking care what you say, all your nonsense. Dudes can't have children. Like, can't give birth. They can have children. It's called being a dad. And there's Father's Day. So how are we going to fuck Father's Day up? Are we going to call it like Happy Sperm Donor Day? That's a good fucking question. I'm going to work on that. I'm going to figure it out for y'all, and we'll get to it in June. But yeah, Happy Birthing People's Day. And this, once again, comes full circle that if you're on the left, you're fucking crazy. You need professional goddamn help. And if you're a mom, mother, mommy, mama, whatever, and you're okay with people referring to you as a birthing person, you're fucking stupid too. And if you're not happy with it, which I hope none of you are, because you're not a birthing person, you're a mom. Birthing person like degrades it to just the act of giving birth. Moms are so much more than just that. Okay? Um Moms are like unconditional love. Moms are take care of you when you're sick. Moms are always there for you. Moms are just, I mean, they're all encompassing. You can't live without them. And to just degrade that down to birthing people literally makes you the scum of the earth. And well, that's the liberal platform these days, is trying to be the scum of the earth, or is being the scum of the earth under the guise of wokeness or social justice or any of that bullshit. But fuck that. And if you were one of the people that responded to this crap about, yeah, we need to be inclusionary and all that. No, we don't. I'm sorry. Mother's Day is reserved for mothers. That's it. And if you're a male who wants to pretend like you're a woman, you don't get to celebrate Mother's Day. I'm sorry. And if you're a lesbian couple and you've raised kids, guess what? You both get Mother's Day. Now, I think one of you celebrates Father's Day, but that's not the point. It's not birthing people. That just, everyone, you want to be offended about something. This is something you should be offended about, ladies with children. Yes, females with children who you raised and all that. Either they're not biological or not. So let me get that straight. Okay. That's fine. You're still a mom. But you're not just a birthing person. That's the dumbest fucking thing I think I've ever heard. And it comes straight from the left. So if you're a mother and you're still voting left, you're stupid. And I won't go that far to take your kids away, but it'll get close. Because if you're in any way, shape, or form aligned with that statement, you're just degrading yourself and you're stupid. And it's unbelievable the crap that they're pushing that people are just like, yep, this is important. So let me see if I can find the actual tweet with the yeah, no, it's just, I mean, it's a whole video montage of crazy people saying birthing person. That's like saying, person who menstruates, blah. No, woman. That's what it is. Woman. You just go with that. Ugh. I had to get that out of the way. But seriously, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers, the actual mothers, not your fur babies and not your not mother by choice dumb shit. I love my mom. She's great. I hope you love your mom. And if you don't, get your shit together. All right. We're gonna take a little break from politics. We're gonna have to get back to him because, oh God, your vice president's a fucking retard. But hey, so your buddy here won a shitload of money on the Kentucky Derby. Some by accident, some I fat fingered it and added maybe an extra zero. But I bet on Bob Badford's horse, which you never bet against Bob Badford. Okay, we all know him. He's like the dude with white hair and the blue glasses. And his horse won, and I won a shitload. But it came out, I think it was today. This is Sunday, Mother's Day, obviously. Maybe yesterday, but I think it was today that Bobby's horse tested positive for a banned substance. I guess Bob's been in trouble for this before, and I think he's like beat the charges or the allegations, whatever you call it. But he's been banned from Churchill Downs, I think indefinitely. I mean, yeah, I guess injecting horses with steroids is cheating, but um, what I'm not really concerned about this because I already got the cash, but so if and I can't remember the name of the horse. It'll come to me. But if the horse gets its Kentucky Derby title like stripped and removed, how does that work for a sports book? I mean, so technically the horse won, but it cheated. And do sportsbook just have to say, well, fuck, we got screwed? Or because I tell you what, if my bookie comes back after me and says, hey man, you didn't actually win, I'm telling him to go fuck himself. um but it's very interesting how that is going to work if the horse is stripped of its Kentucky Derby title. And then does that mean that the people that bet on second place to win who actually won get their payout later? So I guess the books could take a bath more ways than one. And then what? Because I'll tell you right, you're not getting your money back from me. I won. I didn't know he cheated, and I'm sorry. Maybe don't carry a horse book if you know. Actually, yeah. No, boxing they used to still pay out if the fight was fixed because they used to always be fixed. Okay. Maybe Vegas was just in on it. All the books were in on it and they knew about it. And the few people that took Bobby B's horse are just the lucky ones, and everyone who bet against him is not. Because I mean, I guess now that the book's closed on the Derby, they can't like retroactively pay you or take money back. I wonder if you weren't in on it, you could like sue Bob Baffert and be like, "Hey man, I lost my ass on this, and you cheated, so pay me." I don't know how that works. I'm gonna have to do some research on that. If you're a bookie, go to the Twitter right up there and let me know how it works. And now, if you're a little private bookie, I don't fucking care because your standards are yours. If you want to go after somebody for the money, I hope they're not bigger than you. Or if you just want to pay out dirty bets too, call me. I need a new bookie. But it was just very interesting because I went to a derby party. We had fun. We got dressed up. I had mint juleps all day, and I laid heavy on Bobby B because you can't bet against that guy. I mean, I was a little shocked that he won because I think I got his horse like 13-1. Um, but yeah, I mean, it worked out for me, and then later it comes out that this horse was juiced, which I don't know. It said something he tested positive like 21 pectograms or something, which I don't know if that's like a fifth of a gram because pentagon. I don't know. And they said it's like twice the legal limit of steroids, so you can have some, but not that many. It'll be interesting how that works out. I mean, how many steroids are too many? Like, did the horse still win? Could he have won without the steroids? And Bob may lose the Derby title, but are you still going to pay an assload to, get that horse goo? That's where they make all their money, horse racing. You know that, right? They don't make it off of like winning the Derby or the Triple Crown. They make it off of breeding the horse after the fact. Like that bloodline is what you're after. So I don't know. I mean, how they say double the limit, but if it's like 1 billionth of a gram is enough, is acceptable, but 2 billionths of a gram isn't. I mean, did it really affect his performance? I mean, enough that they're considering taking his title. Which I don't know. Who was in on this too? Did the jockey know that his horse was juicing? I mean, apparently Bob did. He says he doesn't. So we'll see what happens. I could be wrong about all this, and it could just be like a false positive, or I don't know how testing horses for steroids actually works. I just bet on it. So that's interesting. We'll see how it plays out. I'll tell you what, not giving any money back, and fuck you if you try for it. But I want to know how second place works out. I'll update you guys this week because we'll be, we're back on the podcast circuit, so I'll have, podcasts regularly like I used to. Let's see, moving on, more sports. The draft happened while we were gone. Trevor Lawrence, I'm like 90% went number one. I don't watch draft. I don't care that much. I think, let's see. Let me make sure I've got this right. So the dumbest goddamn thing about the draft is mock drafts. You don't know shit. Okay? Your mock draft is fucking stupid. Todd McShay, all you nerds at ESPN, no one cares about that. And the draft order actually doesn't really matter. But yeah, mock drafts are stupid. If you follow them, you're stupid and you need to get a fucking life. Like you're a little too into football. And the reason that I think they don't really matter is if any of these people knew anything, and I've said this before, and I apologize if this is a repeat, but if any of these people actually knew anything, they would be hired by an NFL team. But you don't. You're just a dipshit on ESPN. I can read a teleprompter. I can guess who's going to go number 1, 2, 3, 4. I can guess all of it. And that's essentially what you're doing, which is fucking stupid. No one cares about. Oh, well, some people care about it. What I'm saying is you shouldn't care about it. That's fucking stupid. The second dumbest thing about the draft is after draft grades. Like, how was your draft? That's dumb too. You don't know. You've never seen any of these people play in the NFL. It's all just speculation and it's ratings for ESPN and dumb people to be like, oh, my team got an A+. You're still going to lose 12 games this season. So shut the fuck up. It actually wasn't an A+. It's just a dumb rating. Let's see. Enough about that. like I said, I think Trevor Lawrence went number one. Once again, the Broncos show that they have. Okay, let me preface this with a couple things. Let's start here. Okay, there's a rumor that this isn't a rumor. Aaron Rodgers doesn't want to be in Green Bay anymore. The rumor is that he is most likely to land with the Broncos. If that's true, they had a slightly less shitty draft. But in my opinion, again, it's my opinion. I know a little bit about football, and I know that Drew Lock is not the answer, so they should have got a quarterback instead of a defense, which I understand defenses win championships, but if we lose, 10-7, your ace defense doesn't fucking matter because your offense can't score any goddamn points. So I think they had actually a terrible draft once again. I think it was full of poor decisions. Um, Again, the greatest defense in the NFL does no good if your offense is the worst. You can win championships with a mediocre offense and the best defense, but the worst offense and the best defense ain't gonna win shit. The NFL is just not built for that. They're an offensive based kind of thing that even with a good defense, you can't touch receivers, you can't touch quarterbacks, you can't do any of this stuff. So you're hindered a little bit. So, even a mediocre offense with a great defense is going to beat the best defense with the worst offense. And the Broncos currently have, I think, a really bad offense. I don't think Drew Lock is the answer. I don't think our receivers are as good as everyone says. Oh, but the numbers. No, man. All I care about is wins and losses. That's it. Those are the only fucking numbers that matter. If you have 1,000 catches for 1,000,000,000 yards and your team goes 0-16, nobody gives it. Well, somebody gives a shit, but I don't. I want wins. And if you don't win the Super Bowl, your season's a failure. So I think they made a very poor choice drafting. If they get Aaron Rodgers, that can really change some things. It may end up being like a Peyton Manning situation. Come in, get really good one year, and then win the Super Bowl the next, and he calls it. If that's their plan, great. I think they need a couple more offensive tools, even for Rodgers. We have a lot of drops at the wide receiver position, and it doesn't matter how good your quarterback is if when he hits you in the hands, you drop the ball like a little bitch, which is what a lot of the Bronco receivers do. Almost all of them. I still don't give a fuck about football though. Like that's why I don't watch the draft. Didn't really care that much. If we get Rodgers, I might top it, turn it back on. If they drop the social warrior crap, which it looks like they're going to, I might glance at it. But I learned over the last couple seasons that I don't need football. It's not that entertaining when it's just a bunch of political bullshit watching a shitty team. And the Broncos are a shitty team. What were they, like 5-11 last year? That's a shitty fucking team. And if they're 5-11 this year, your draft was a failure. So yeah, I guess you could develop later, but I don't want later. I want now. I'm not a Lions fan or a Bungles or any of those mediocre shit teams. I want to win now. So get your ass together. Oh, let's see. Yeah, so the draft's boring. Who cares? Your mock drafts are stupid. Your grades are stupid. And if you watched all the rounds, you need a fucking life. MLB. So again, the All-Star game is still coming to Denver. And this weekend I got to watch the Cardinals on local TV because they played the Rockies. And these were honestly the only three Rockies games I've watched of the season, of the Rockies season. I watched, all the Cardinal games. But Nolan stuck it to them, so I think they're hurting a little bit there. It was nice to see that though. The Rockies are a fucking train wreck. Jesus. They can't hit, they can't pitch, they can't play defense. But again, the announcers are just, oh my God, are they bad? So when they're not constantly defending the indefensible, which are the Rockies, like the shit they do is indefensible. Second base, throwing, to first base and missing by, 45 feet, like throws it in the middle of the baseline between home and first. Literally indefensible. Anyone being that far off in the pros, indefensible. But they managed to do it. They managed to defend these players and the ownership and the coaching, and it's really painful to listen to. And then you add it to them like slamming the other team's players, kind of like those backhanded compliments. Like, I think they were talking about Yachty, and they're like, "Oh, it's amazing how Yachty went from being the worst hitter minus a pitcher and being an automatic out to being an almost automatic." It's like, fuck you. He's never been that player. He's been a consistently good hitter for a catcher. And they're talking about Wayno is just he's old and no, he's never gonna blow it by you and blah. Well, he took a shutout really, like, I think one out into the ninth today. They just and this is back to the problem with Rockies fans is they listen to this garbage and they believe it, and it's just not true. It is just two fucking morons rambling through a baseball game. And I mean, like Spielborg's, yeah, I know he played baseball. Okay. So clearly he knows something about the game. Well, I'll tell you what, the day he quit playing is the day he literally fucking forgot everything. Because he just says dumb shit. It just, it is shocking to me, the announcers. And then that brings me to the other thing, because I saw ESPN tonight. This Sunday Night Baseball is on ESPN 1, and then on the Deuce is the Statcast version of it. Let's be clear about this too. I think Statcast is the dumbest goddamn thing that's ever happened to baseball. Well, no, not the dumbest. There's a lot of dumber things like Rob Manfred. That guy's probably the worst. Um, Reviews are pretty stupid. All that is all pretty stupid, and I hate all of it. But um, Statcast is up there with it. Let's be clear about a couple things. I don't fucking care about exit velocity or angle. Do not give a shit. Home runs are home runs. And your home run is still only worth one RBI. Now, if there's people on base, it's worth more, but the home run itself, okay, you don't get extra runs for hitting it hard or high or far. Yeah, I mean, it's cool when somebody hits a 450-foot bomb. Great. Goldschmidt hit one. I mean, Goldschmidt launched one. He didn't get any extra runs for it, though. I don't care. The stat, like, I think they said it was a hard hit ball stat. How many times you made contact that the ball went over 95 miles an hour? Who fucking cares? If you hit 1,000 balls over 95 miles an hour, but they go directly to someone's glove and you're out, it's completely useless. Who cares? Like literally the only stats that matter again, or like every other sport, is wins and losses. Now there are some important ones that get you there as a pitcher. ERA is an important stat. But that's been kept since the beginning of time. Batting average is an important stat. But if your home run went 109 miles an hour at a, I don't know, 50-degree angle or whatever the fuck it is, that doesn't give you extra points towards your batting average. Who cares? Oh, that outfielder ran 22 miles an hour. Did he catch the ball? No. Well, that's too fucking slow then. Well, it's a good try because I'm a Rockies announcer and I'm a moron. But I think some of these stats are really fucking stupid. And that might be contributing a little bit to why people think baseball is boring, is because they're just so inundated with crappy stats. Just shut the fuck up. That that is a key to announcing baseball. Vince Scully knew when to shut the hell up. He knew when to just not talk and you could just watch, listen to the game, whatever you were doing. And I don't mean dead silence on the radio and you didn't know what was going on. But he knew when to not put this fluff crap in there about the hat that the kid used to wear in high school. I don't care. Whoops, hit the mic. No one cares about that shit. And if you do, you're the problem. Fuck StatCast. It doesn't mean anything. Let's talk about things that matter. If you throw every pitch is a 3-digit pitch over 100 miles an hour, but every other one's a fucking home run, no one cares how hard you throw. It was nice to see the Cardinals swept the Rockies, though. That was fun for me. I mean, sports were good. I won big on the Derby. It was nice to see people back in the stands for that. It's nice to see folks back in the stands for baseball, hockey. The Avs are doing great. I think they have 3 games left. If they win out, they're going to win their division conference. It's split up to 4 this year for COVID reasons. But the Avs are looking good. I hope they win so they get that, that early pass and they can get healthy and they can go into the playoffs, with a full head of steam. And I think they have a real shot at the cup this year. I mean, my money's on them. Vegas has got them at like 200, I think, plus 200. I don't know. Plus 2, plus 300. Real close. So, I mean, I'm stoked for the Avs. Fucking 8:30 games are killing me, though, but okay. Unfortunately, we'll wrap this up here for a little bit we got to get back to politics and specifically COVID and how politics. Oh, first of all, I got to say this because I'm pissed. So, if you guys don't watch them already, there's these 2 guys on the internet called the Hodge twins, and they're 2, brothers in more ways than one, 2 black guys, and they're actually twins, brothers, who give commentary on things, mainly political. They are conservative. I agree with them most of the time. They are comedians, though, or self-proclaimed comedians. So there's a certain level of comedy involved in it, all that. Okay. If you guys go watch them on YouTube when you're done watching me at Dutch in Denver. But I ordered some merchandise for them because I thought I wanted to support them. I like the stuff they put out, and they had a pretty cool hat that I ordered. So this is where then the problems began. So I ordered this hat, and it's like, I don't know, like 10 days, and it hasn't shipped. They're nothing. So I emailed, not them personally, but their brand or whatever. And the person emails me back and says, "Oh, it can take like 2 to 3 weeks for processing." I'm like, nah. First of all, it's 2021. It doesn't take that long to process shit. Secondly, if it does, you should tell people that. I'm pretty sure when I ordered it, it did not say it would take that fucking long. I'm just saying. So then, also, every company needs to offer like pay more shipping, okay? I will give you extra $5 to get my shit here quicker. I do not want it sent through the post office. Those people are retarded. They can fuck anything up. Okay, so they tell me it's going to be all this processing, and then finally it says it's shipped. And then this is where I get even more pissed. Don't worry, I'll get even more mad about this too, because then I get an email that wants me to review the product and tell me how I like a product that I've yet to fucking receive. And then that just reminds me and irritates me more that your processing of purchases is shitty. And I know if you're a small company, I get it. Okay, it could take a little bit of time to ship it to me. But do not send me fucking automated emails asking me to review shit that I haven't even received yet. That's just fucking basic. That'd be like me telling you guys, hey man, go listen to the podcast that's not even out yet and tell me what you think. So then I get my product. It's cool. I like it. It's what I paid for. Blah, blah, blah. The next goddamn day, I get an email for the same product for like $10 or $15 less than what I paid for it. So not only did it take you guys forever to get me my shit, and then you want me to review shit I haven't gotten yet, then the day after I receive it, you want me to buy the same product for $10 to $15 less than I actually paid for it. So, for instance, I paid all said and done. I got a hat. I think it was like $35. Shipping, handling, hat, all that stuff. And then they want to sell me the same hat I just fucking bought for $20. So, once again, your marketing team is a bunch of fucking assholes. Because either A, you don't know what products I bought, or B, you're just a shit company. And I'm sorry to say that to you guys because I like you. I like you guys as a company, not as a company, but as a comedic pair on YouTube. But your company, your merchandising is shit. And I'll tell you what, I've emailed you, and when I get a response, I'll decide whether or not I'm going to ever purchase anything from you guys again. Because you have cool shirts and stuff, but I will no, I'm not paying a bunch of money for something that isn't going to show up for a month, and then when it finally does, it goes on sale the day after I receive it. You know, and I'm not even mad at that. If it goes on sale the day after I receive it, fine. Don't fucking rub it in my face, though. I mean, don't say, hey, dipshit, you just bought this for this amount of money. Now it's way on sale. Do you want another one? Or who knows? We don't even know what you got because we're so incompetent. Oh, that got to me. So yeah, I mean, I'll probably keep watching your YouTube stuff. I just won't watch it as frequently. You may not even get a like, even though I do like it, just to spite you guys. I'm all about customer service. And if you're gonna, say, hey, if you want to support us, go buy stuff. And when I go do it, you guys fuck me like this. Ooh, not a happy camper. Oh, all right. On to the dumbest crap I've ever seen in my life. So there's a lot of stories going out now that everyone who's vaccinated for COVID is vaccinated. The problem is that the people that aren't vaccinated are reluctant to get vaccinated, and everybody's wondering why. And I'm here to tell all of you why right now. This is the big fucking secret. This is why we're all hesitant. The ones that haven't been vaccinated or forced to have been are hesitant. Your vice president, Kamala, the headhunter, whatever, is at there's a video of her on the Twitter. I think she's at like Andrews Air Force Base, whatever. I don't know. It doesn't matter. But I think she's getting on a plane and her husband's getting in a car to go somewhere. And they embrace for a kiss. No problems there. They both have their fucking masks on and they kiss each other with masks on. Now, these two have been vaccinated for months. And they're still either virtue signaling, which clearly they are, or the vaccine doesn't work. So this is the hesitancy. If it's a vaccine, get your shots, take your fucking mask off. Go about your life. But if I get my vaccine and I still have to do everything I have to do before I got my vaccine, it's not a vaccine. It's nothing. Do you understand that? That'd be like getting a vasectomy and still wearing a condom. It's stupid. And that's part of where the hesitancy is. Because nothing changes once you get it. So that doesn't prove it's effective or safe or anything like that. Because if I get a vaccine and I still have to wear a mask, or I don't get a vaccine and still have to wear a mask, what's the point? Oh, I get a hot back like Kyle had for a week. I'm on my deathbed for a week because I have an asthma reaction. I get blood clots, blah, blah, whatever. No. So you can't have it both ways. I mean, the other thing that people don't want to take it is because it's being rammed down our throats about people that have lied to us for the past 14 months. Fauci got up there today and said, hey, maybe next year we can have a normal Mother's Day. We're not through the pandemic. The other day he said we're in the bottom of the six. You can fuck off. We're not in the bottom of the six, you piece of shit. I'm done. I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not wearing masks. I'm not social distancing. I'm just not doing it anymore. There's no evidence for any of this. And if you're the little bitch who's still wearing your mask outside, even though you're vaccinated or unvaccinated, fuck you. I'm done. If you're in your car wearing, I saw somebody the other day in their car in a convertible, top down, mask on. That's why I'm not getting a vaccine. I guarantee you that person's got one. And that stupid son of a bitch is still wearing a mask in their car, alone, top down, outside. It's the stupid rules like at a restaurant. I got to wear my mask and I don't do this because I haven't. I mean, I walk in with no mask. They seated me. I left with no mask. They let me leave. No one said a fucking word. But for all the rule followers, you walk in with your mask on. You walk to your table with your mask on. Past hundreds of people with no mask on who are seated. And then you sit at your table and you take your mask off. And COVID's just magically fucking gone. It just doesn't make any logical goddamn sense. And that's why I'm not doing it. Like, once you got the polio vaccine, you didn't get fucking polio. You didn't have to like wear a polio mask anymore. Now, I know that didn't exist, but you just didn't. Once you had chicken pox, you didn't get them again. You might have gotten shingles older in your life, but that's, again, beside the point. You don't get a vaccine and still have to do fucking everything that you did prior to your vaccine. So I'm not doing it. And I'm very close to places that I have to go, like PT, if they want me to continue to wear a mask, I'm just not doing it. I will either go someplace else or I will wait until it's over and then return to PT. I'm not doing it anymore. There's no reason. If everyone around me is vaccinated, why do I have to be? They can't get it. And if they give it to me, that's a risk of, oh, wait a minute. No, they can't give it to me because they can't get it. It's just unbelievably fucking stupid. And I'm done. I'm out. I've checked out with this crap. See if we have any stupid tweets this week. All right, we got two, and they're one and the same. So apparently today there was a shooting in Colorado Springs. I'm Colorado, so and Yashar Ali, I hope I'm saying that right, and it's at Yashar tweets, and this is other people tweeted this is just the one that I saw because the response to it is unbelievably fucking stupid. But here's the tweet. 7 people are dead after a shooting at a birthday party where friends, family, and children gathered to celebrate early Sunday morning. That's the tweet. We'll go to the response to that tweet later. But someone decided to quote tweet that person. And the person who quote tweeted it is Tom Likas. And he's a blue check mark. I mean, apparently he's someone who is someone that people know. I have no idea who the fuck he is. But his Twitter name is Vaccinated Tom Likas. Again, if you're proud you got vaccinated, you're a fucking tool. Okay? You don't need to change your name to Vaccinated Dipshit. We all know you're a dipshit. And again, if you had to get vaccinated or you did it out of an abundance of caution, fine. You're not a dipshit. Okay? You made a different choice than I have, and we can still be friends. And I'm not mad at you because there's conservatives that have done it. But they don't wear a shirt that says I'm fucking vaccinated. It's not a badge of honor or anything like that. Stop treating it like it. So this dipshit who's Vaccinated Tom Likas, and his handle is actually at Tom Likas, Leykis. Quote tweets the previous tweet I wrote you about the shooting and says, hashtag Colorado Springs voted for hashtag Trump. Enjoy! Exclamation point. Thoughts and prayers, womp womp. Fuck you, you scumbag piece of shit. This is the left. These are the Democrats. These are the commies. These are the people that y'all voted for. This is hatred on a level that I've never seen before. And I've never seen it because I was alive for Hitler, Stalin, and Mao. Oh, remind me about the Mao thing. The Black Lives Matter crazy bitch. But I've never seen hatred like this for someone. This person is mocking a murder. Rotten hell, you piece of shit. Okay. So now we go to the responses to the tweet about the 7 dead people. And I'm assuming that I didn't actually read this. Oh. Okay. This will be more of the rant that just drives me insane. Okay. So yeah, this Yasar Ali or whatever fuck his name is a liberal. So everybody who follows him is probably a liberal or is commenting. So here are some of the responses. But please keep telling me about protecting the Second Amendment. This is ridiculous. No one needs guns. No one. Well, David Mullen III, you goddamn moron. At David Mullen 18. Does that mean cops don't need guns? You're probably that dipshit who thinks cops don't need guns. You guys understand that when you outlaw guns, to phrase anybody, Only outlaws will have guns. And every time that this happens, it's an unbelievable tragedy that someone loses a life at the hands of a murderer. But it's very few and far between compared to the amount of gun owners. Let's see. Elaine at LaBeanball1. It's disgraceful that gun violence in this country is so out of control and nothing is being done about it. Well, Elaine, you're right about that. Nothing is being done about it because it's run by fucking Democrats. You want to curb gun control? Start with dealing with the crazies. Nobody blames fucking spoons for fat people. And I know this argument's been made 100 times, but it just never seems to sink in. No one blames cars for car accidents. Because someone's driving them. Yeah, someone pulls the trigger, dipshit. Someone shovels McDonald's into their face. It just. I mean, I'm done. I can't even deal with this crap anymore. Our country is being ruined by fucking crazy people. Here, Mike is a dipshit too. When you see the name of some random city trending, my first instinct is that yet another mass shooting has taken place. I really hate being right about this. Well, Mike Trozzo, at Mike Trozzo, Trozzo. It's not a mass shooting, you dipshit. It's a mass murder. This was murder. It's not a shooting. I go, like I've said this a million times, I go shooting. Hunters go shooting. People go shooting. It's called target practice. This was fucking murder. And Colorado Springs isn't a random city. Fuck. Good job, Adam Knoll. You think the most second populous city in Colorado is just a random city? And then there's just dumb people like, how am I hearing about this? Well, because you're stupid. It just, and nothing's ever going to change until you get to the problem. And the problem is fucking wackos. Okay. And unfortunately, we can't. Outlawing guns isn't going to help, just like outlawing cars isn't going to stop traffic fatalities. Outlawing forks isn't going to stop fat people. None of that crap's going to work. You need to get to the root cause and stop having wackos use any form of weapon to hurt anyone. I mean, over in London, I guess, or in England, whatever, I guess they just walk up to your door, punch you in the face, and rob your house. I mean, they don't need a gun. Or they stab you, or they run you over with a car. Evil people are going to do evil shit no matter what. Oh, but we shouldn't make weapons readily available. They're not readily available, fuck. It's relatively hard to get one. And we can debate the merits of relatively hard. But I'm not doing that now. Okay, so the last one is, and I don't have the actual tweet here, but the leader of Black Lives Matter, you know, the crazy bitch who just spent a bunch of money on real estate that apparently wasn't from the donations, or I don't know. Some kid came up to her and said, "Hey, I love your book. It's like Mao's Red Book." And she took that as a compliment. Now, if you guys don't know who Chairman Mao was, it's probably worth a Google. He's probably the most murderous, crazy communist son of a bitch dictator on the face of this planet. And for someone to sit back and take praise being compared to Mao is a whole new level of fucking crazy. Like, how did we get here? The man wiped out more than Stalin, more than Hitler, more than anybody. And this woman is proud to be in the same group with him. Now, it might be from a literary book, but Jesus Christ, if I wrote a book and somebody's like, hey, this is just like Mein Kampf, I'd shit my pants. And this woman's proud of it. But yeah, I mean, keep supporting the left. Keep trying to be a commie. Keep all that crap because, you know, you're woke and you know better. And good fucking Christ. Hey, just noticed you guys can see that can of Coke. I guess Coke's walking back its wokeism or its wokeness. Turns out it didn't work out so great for them. I gotta get out of here. Hey, I appreciate you guys listening this week. I'll have more podcasts coming this week, and like I said, I super appreciate all the support, all the love. Please like and subscribe. The podcast is everywhere you can find it: iTunes, iHeart, Dutch in Denver, Anchor.fm/Dutch in Denver, YouTube Dutch in Denver. If you found me on the Twitter, it's Dutch in Denver, just no I. And I always appreciate it. And happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. We love you. Until next time, bye.